So hello everyone. Welcome if you are new, welcome back if you love me. I love you too. We're going to do some really quick housekeeping. For those of you who are super new, I have no filter, okay? I'm a raw, real reader, and I care a lot more about your soul being happy and fulfilled and eternally grateful for life than I care about you loving me today, okay? So keep that in mind. I use adult language. I will talk about adult things, and anytime I use any of these decks, there may or may not be adult images in there, so just be aware of that if you're new to the channel. I also am doing an Eternally Grateful giveaway, and you can find all the information for that in the description. I did a whole video on the contents of the prize box and all of the things that are in it. Of course, there's going to be special surprises in there, but, you know, I can't tell you those. It's just extra special bonus surprises. But the video on everything that you know that's in there is linked in the description, as well as how to join, okay, and all the different perks you get for entering. So with that, I'm also going to be doing some pineapple charms for these messages, just a few. So, you know, take them as they resonate for you. All of the readings, take them as they resonate. Don't force them to fit. Check out your other placements. Come back to them and revisit them in a couple weeks or at the end of the month. See how it panned out. But for those of you who are working on your discernment or need a little bit of a spiritual bitch slap, you know, like, hey, pay attention, I am going to pull some pineapple charms, all right? There will be a separate video called 𝘗𝘗𝘗𝘕𝘌 for guidance, and that will have guidance for all of the signs. So this will just be some insight for you, and if you want guidance on how to best move through the month, right, best mindset, best energy to be in as you're going through these things, definitely check out the 𝘗𝘗𝘗𝘕𝘌 message as well. All right, I love you. Let's get into it. All right, Pisces, so here we are. We are using the intuitive night goddess tarot for the readings today. Please make sure to drop likes, leave me comments, share it out with your other Pisces placement friends, because it helps me out and I in turn help you out by giving you bonus readings, just like Aries, Sag, and Virgo are getting this month for the videos I did for them back in July. July stats determined September's bonus videos. September will determine November, and if you would like bonus readings next month, definitely go back and catch the August reads. In hindsight, right, I'm sure it will be 2020 for you. So, Pisces, Spirit, what is going on for Pisces? Pisces placements, Piscean energy. You've got Saturn and Neptune in your sign. What is going on with, you know, the house that Pisces rules in your chart? This will give you some specific insight into that area of your life. What is going on with Piscean energy? I'm doing a 9-card spread, by the way, for those of you who are curious. What is going on with Pisces this month? What is going on with Pisces? Saturn may be restricting your intuition, Pisces. Just keep that in mind. If you feel like you're navigating a little bit blind, that might be why. Okay. Like, you might still be really intuitive when it comes to other people, but because it's your sun sign, it may be blinding you from you, right? Intuitive pings in regards to you and your own path. No. Okay. Give me 3 more. Okay. Ooh. So I had the Empress come out in reverse, and then 3 more cards came out behind it. All major arcana. The Hierophant, the Star, and Temperance. All in reverse. Pisces. We got the Page of Swords, which is the Nymph of Swords on the bottom. And we've got the Moon on top. Alright. Now, before we entered September, we had that full moon in Pisces at the very end of August, right? It was the blue moon. I think that energy is going to be playing out throughout the most of September for you because it's a full moon cycle. So from one full moon to the next one, and the next one doesn't happen until the end of September. So you may be really feeling the energy of that moon throughout the month of September. Underneath the Nymph of Swords, we have the Eight of Cups, the Warrior of Swords, which is the Knight, and then we have Freedom, which is the Chariot card, and the Ten of Cups under that, with the Death card under that, and the Eight of Wands under that. I think you have to move forward from something or someone and cut them off completely, Pisces. I think if you had set healthy boundaries last month, and we're finally like standing up for your own energy, I think someone is still trying to, you know, take the inch you give them and turn it into a mile. I think someone is, I think someone has to get cut off. And you just might take a leap of faith on that. Yeah. Like, this is some ultimatum looking shit on the bottom of the deck. Like, you want a certain fulfillment, and a certain emotional fulfillment that you're not getting. And, I think if you've been putting any kind of energy in somewhere and you're not getting the return, it's not what you want, it's not the Ten of Cups, I think you're moving forward from it. I think you're moving forward from it in order to create what you want. I think you're willing to put in the work to get what you want, even if that means cutting someone off completely, right? This is like ultimatum stuff. Mind you, you're also integrating a lot of what is going on in Virgo, and there's Lilith popping in and out of Virgo in September. We've got Mercury retrograding in Virgo that needs to be integrated into your sign, right? Going back and saying things that were never said and having to say them, right? So that you can move forward. And I feel like with the sun in there most of the month, it's really going to be highlighting where you've been, you know, potentially delusional in ignoring pain, right? Ignoring pain that certain people are putting you in, especially if it's triggering up father wounds, or if you are in fact a father, right? If you're Pisces watching this as a man and you're a father. It could be really highlighting that pain, right? Because the sun, no different than it highlights a moon when the moon is in the opposite sign. It's highlighting, the sun in opposition is really highlighting Saturn and Neptune in your sign. And making you take a good look at yourself, right? With your sun and being in Pisces. Your natal sun, right? Making you take a really good look at yourself and potentially how you've been delusional concerning pain you're feeling. If you're not a father, then as a provider or someone who serves as a monetary stronghold or milestone, right, with Saturn being in there, where you've been solid or dependable, or making investments in some which way, shape, or form. Right, don't forget the house in which Pisces rules for you, because this is going to be particularly important to that area of your life. All right. Now, the X that the 9 cards create, we've got on one end the Nine of Cups with the Seven of Wands in the center and the Empress reversed. On the other, we got the High Priestess reversed with the Seven of Wands and the Six of Swords. I think you're not feeling the intuitive ping to move forward, but you're feeling the pain to move forward. And I think that you really do need to stand up for yourself and move forward, and that might be a challenge for you with the High Priestess reversed, Seven of Wands, and the Six of Swords. That may be a challenge for you, standing up for yourself and moving forward. Because you don't know what's going to come of it, right? The outcome's unknown, and that might freak you out, and you're not being intuitively pinged as to what could happen. You know, you're not getting any of that extra receptivity from, you know, outside of logic and reason. I think not having that intuitive faculty on is causing you to hesitate, because you don't know how it's going to work out. You don't know what's going to happen. You're not sensing what could happen, and so it's making you uncomfortable. We also have the Nine of Cups with the Seven of Wands and the Empress reverse. I think that if you want the wish fulfillment, standing up for yourself is necessary. Otherwise, you can't receive it. Right? The Empress reverse, you're not going to receive it. The wish fulfillment's there, but if you're not focused on standing up for yourself, the Empress stays reverse. And then we're dealing with hard Chiron, right? Hard Uranus, hard Jupiter placements, right? Sagittarian energy, Aquarian energy, and Taurian energy. Especially because Taurus has Jupiter in it, and Uranus is also in Taurus, right? We've got Jupiter and Uranus right here in Taurus, and it's all upset. So, you know, all being upside down, things going retrograde, right? Jupiter and Uranus are retrograde in Taurus. I'm feeling like that could work out horribly if you continue to martyr yourself. I think that the wounds or the damage is going to force you to start over entirely, right? This is like an alchemy gone wrong, right? Trying to turn lead into gold and realizing you botched it so bad that you have to completely start over. And the experiment, quote unquote, the alchemization process may have taken years already. And so to start over because you made a mistake and have to, like, literally go back years of work, I think that would be awful. I don't think this is imminent. I think this is possible, and it highly depends on you, because these are milestone cards. Like, if you're not making the choices that need to be made, especially because the value of the reading, right, the diamond that the 9 cards create are all minor arcana. They're all choices, and Chiron's here in the 9 of Wands, right? The milestone of Chiron is in the Hierophant, but the choice to heal Chiron lessons is in the 9 of Wands. I think that you have to be able to make a solid choice, a solid communication, like bull type solid, like really standing your ground with this energy here. This is the top of the diamond. This is a communication with the Knight of Pentacles. The Warrior of Pentacles is the Knight. I think you have to absolutely come forward with a strong, solid, firm, and unwavering communication in order to, you know, be inside that union within the self. I think you really need to throw yourself a lifeline with this and go towards reason to celebrate life and a brand new foundation, right? This is completely different than life prior to the communication, because you can't sit here feeling wounded like you ain't got nothing left, and that you're going to surrender to life being a pain body. Right, you have to choose to say, all right, I got a little bit more left in me. I can make this hard choice. You know, if I've cut off people before in the past and it was painful, now is no exception. I'm going to have to cut this person off, and it's not going to be comfortable. But I need to override this moon issue, right? This Piscean issue within the self. I think you need to cut. I think you need to cut completely, move forward completely, right? And communicate that, that you want your freedom from whatever this burden is. Whatever or whoever this burden is, you want out. You want out. You want 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups ain't cutting it. Like, you might have a lot of things that you wished for in life, but you're missing the 10 of Cups. You're missing the feeling fulfilled. You're missing the feeling of being appreciated and valued and all of that wonderful stuff. You're not feeling like anybody has compassion for you. You're not feeling like anybody is showing you a mercy, right? It's like... And I know in the past few months, like, you were dealing with a mooch, dealing with a leech, right? Dealing with someone taking from you. You gotta draw a hard, solid line, like ultimatum type shit, and then follow through, because this is not good. Like, this is starting over 100%, going back years. I feel like this is going back years. It's almost like you spent the last, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years playing this video game called life and forgot to save it. You forgot to save it and you haven't hit the next checkpoint yet. And all of a sudden you make the wrong move or the wrong decision and you got to start over and go all the way back to your last checkpoint save, which was like 10 or 15 years ago, right? The shit that you were dealing with 10 or 15 years ago. And starting all the way back from that point, and you're like, what's the fucking point, right? Like, you did all that work for fucking nothing just to start over and feel like you're getting sent back all this time. All this work, all this effort, like, what the fuck? Oh, Pisces. You got to start new somewhere. Something's got to get cut out, and it's gonna really fall into what house Pisces rules for you. Something's got to get cut out. What placements you have in there. Because if you're not super firm, and you're not following through, you have to accept it's not alignment. It's not alignment. I think if you don't stand up for your fucking self, you're gonna find yourself in a really hard position later, if not immediately, right? If not immediately. So, if you have Pisces in separate houses, and see where and what was going on with the full moon in Pisces that we had, right? Because I believe that was going on somewhere between 8 and 10 degrees Pisces. It was somewhere in there. First decan Pisces. Whatever house that falls in for you. I know if we go, you know, true houses, sometimes signs fall in 2 different houses. Alright, pineapple charms, here we go. We've got one of my mood clouds. This is raining down blessings. Right, raining down blessings. This is my winking cloud, like raining love. But it is rain, so it's like having to literally rain love. And it, you know, if someone feels like they're getting stuck in the rain and it's sad for them, like, it's okay, you're loving them, like, whether they realize it or not, like, you cutting them off and pushing them to be better for themselves for whatever, and in whatever way, that's going to be the most beneficial for you, right? You might be perceived as a cloud, raining on their parade, but it is love, right? And they have to recognize and realize that. We've also got 333. Let me see if I can get this on there. So you might be seeing 333 synchronicities. They could be significant months or years or a day of the month, right? If you're born on the 3rd or in, well, March, right? March is Pisces. you're 33 years old, or dealing with someone who's 33 years old, right? Take it as it resonates. You could also have Pisces in the 3rd, the 6th, or the 9th house. We've also got, another mood cloud. So feel like you're blowing, I just heard blowing hot air. Feeling like you're talking to nothing and no one, right? Like you're speaking a whole lot but not following through. So, like blowing smoke, it's kind of like that. Make sure that whatever you're saying, the wind can also change the direction you're sailing in. So say what you mean and mean what you say. And go and do what you need to do and where you need to go, right, with it. We also have Purple Mermaid. Mermaids are definitely Piscean for me. So more mermaids, Piscean synchronicity. We've got the Star card here. You may be dealing with an Aqua or have Uranus being aspected either in your chart or from the current cosmos. We also have, oh, someone else got this term too, and I forget who, but it's the steering wheel of a ship. Okay. You or someone might need to set sail to America. We've also got the astronaut here, which is more Aquarian synchronicities for me, but you may be really into outer space, right? Be really fascinated with the universe, the cosmos, NASA, right? Astronaut stuff. We've also got the crab, so Cancerian energy. You may also live by the coast or just love eating crabs, right? However it synchronizes for you. We also have a fairy, as well as a bulldog. It could be any dog, but this one specifically is bulldog. And it could also be a pug, I guess. Let's see. And then I've got 4 of my micro cards that came out. So we had the Knight of Pentacles, right? The Warrior of Pentacles came out. We have its equivalent, the Jack of Diamonds here. We also have the 9 of Diamonds, the 10 of Hearts, and the 4 of Clubs. 4 of Clubs is the 4 of Wands. The 10 of Hearts is the 10 of Cups, and the 9 of Diamonds is the 9 of Pentacles, right? Just like the Jack is the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is Spirit letting you know, if you do make that hard, solid communication and choose sovereignty, right? The 9 of Diamonds is sovereignty, that you'll be able to gain that wish fulfillment. Like, you really can't give 2 fucks about how your storm affects other people, right? It's like this energy, like you're raining love. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how they feel about it. You can't let their feelings or their actions dictate how you feel, right? If someone is stressing you out, then their actions are stressing you out, and you're not sovereign, right? Their actions are affecting you. And you need to claim your sovereignty so that they are no longer affecting you, right? And that's when you're going to find that union energy within the self, that 4 of Wands energy that was in your spread, and really get that wish fulfillment, right? The 10 of Cups. We were talking about how the 9 is not the 10, and you want the 10. So, with that, letters. Blue, male, pink, female, black, feminine, white, masculine, right? Because we have yin is black is feminine, and white is yang is masculine. That is just to be super specific for some of you, but don't get hung up on the color of the letters or the gender of the letters. Okay, that is just super specific for some people that need it to be that specific. All right, we have a pink V, a blue F, I'm holding it upside down. A blue F. We've got double E's and they're both black. We've got double black E's. These little bees are so tiny. And then we've got a black T. Okay. And a white I. So these could be initials. They could be abbreviations to where you live. Right? Take it as it resonates. Pisces, I could literally spell the word feet. Now, you rule the feet, so if your feet are bothering you, just know it's probably an indicator that you are out of alignment in some which way, shape, or form, and you probably deserve to go get a foot massage. Okay? You'd probably feel better. You might also want to consider going out and grounding. All right. Putting bare feet to earth, or if you are by the shore, right, because we've got the mermaid, we've got the crab, we've got, you know, the mast with the wheel, the ship with the wheel. I think that it would probably do you some good to even get your feet in some sand or the ocean if you can, all right, into some body of water and really let your energy clear out. We also have, what else? I have the word tie here. So you may be having to go to like a tie, an event that you have to wear a tie, so to speak. We also have the word Eve. So Eve might be significant, not just as a name or a part of a name, but the game. I know there's a computer game called Eve. We have IT here, so maybe some kind of tech, like IT support. We also have FIT, F-I-T. But any combination of E, V, T, I, F may be significant for you. We also have VET, so vet. And we have the word 5. So 5 may be significant for you as well as a number, right? Or even like 15, something like 15 or 55 or something like that, all right? So Pisces, I have faith that that helped. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got 4 zodiac beads. We have Virgo and Taurus and double Gemini. Okay, Virgo, Taurus, double Gemini. So you may have stronger significant Gemini placements or double Gemini placements, or someone you're dealing with does. Virgo and Taurus. All right, and mind you, there's a lot going on in Virgo affecting your sign, and a lot going on in Taurus affecting your sign, especially because you're depending on where your placements are, either sextiling or squaring. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Uranus may be creating some loose squares if you have early Piscean placements. So, yeah, just be aware of it. But yeah, double Gemini, Virgo, Taurus. All right, Pisces, we went way over time for you, but you know. It happens. Don't forget to drop the like, leave me comments, and definitely share it out. And check out the Eternally Grateful giveaway. It might be something you want to do even beyond just the prize box, because the Divine Rebel membership, which is how you enter into the drawing, is kind of priceless in the long run in and of itself. So if you would like to heal, right, in the long run, and really find some eternal gratitude for your life, then I think it would be something that you would be interested in doing. All right, for sure. Until we next see each other, Pisces, bye.